Hi there everybody, Dina here, and this week I have a delicious summer treat I have been loving lately, and that is these super easy to make, little bit indulgent, but still healthy blueberry mini tarts, but no tart shell. I guess you could call them a cheesecake, you could call them a muffin, whatever you want to call them. To me, it's just a blueberry treat, kind of like a cheesecake. So let me show you what I am starting with here. I just have a cup and a half of blueberries. I have 2 tablespoons each maple syrup and almond butter. I have some coconut flour. I have a little bit of vanilla extract, which I make myself, by the way, if you want to check out that video. Super easy to do and well worth it. I have about 6 soaked dates that I've drained. I have some cashews for the frosting, still soaking. And I have a little bit of vanilla protein powder and 1 lemon. That's it, not too many ingredients. A couple of them are optional. You could certainly leave out the extract, and you could certainly leave out the protein powder. I like using the protein powder because protein's important. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are over 40 and trying to maintain muscle or build muscle, if you're a really active person, and if you're living a high raw or a completely raw lifestyle, protein is still important. The amino acids actually are what you need. And protein powder, the Sun Warrior one, I'm not sponsored by the way, I just like the flavor of this one. You could use an unflavored one as well. But it has necessary amino acids, which are, if you don't remember from like 8th grade biology, the building blocks of protein, okay? And we need that because if you don't get a little bit of protein and you're very active, it's no good. You're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to get weaker as you grow older, and we don't want that. We want to stay super healthy and active, right? That's why we're eating a healthy diet. So don't come at me about the protein powder, please. You can leave it out if you want, but I'm adding it because I feel I need it. So let's just jump right in and get started. I'm just using a blender today, and I'm going to go right in with my blueberries. And I'm going to try not to lose any on the floor. Bo Biscuit, the cat, is going to come check out and see what I dropped, but I don't think he's going to be interested in blueberries. Okay, so blueberries in. And this goes by super quick and super easy. So the next thing I'm going to do is add about 3 dates, and these are in half because I pitted them. And if you didn't know, you can save the pits to your organic dates, and you can pop those in some dirt, and you can grow a little palm tree, which palm trees need a warm climate. If you live somewhere super warm, you can do that, or you can have them in the greenhouse. I don't know about growing one in the house. They do take a super long time to grow very tall, but I would recommend only if you live somewhere warm to do that. I've got a few right now growing, and we're going to see how they do over winter. We'll see. I'll let you know. And I just added just a tiny pinch of salt to that, and I've got blueberries and the protein powder. So the protein powder is going in, the extract, and the almond butter and maple syrup. You can use a sweetener of your choice and a nut butter of your choice. And if you don't want to use a nut butter, you could also just use ground flaxseed here. And I'm just going to give this a blend up, and I'll add the coconut flour afterwards. And all the coconut flour is just dehydrated coconut that has been finely ground up. You can make your own, or you can buy it raw. So we'll set the ingredients aside for the cream cheese frosting. And this may or may not need a little bit of water to blend up. We'll see. If you have a Vitamix or a Blendtec, a high-speed blender, you definitely won't need any water. But if you're using just a simple NutriBullet like I am, you may need a little bit of water, but we'll see. We're going to check it out. And that blended up nice and smooth pretty quickly. Oh, it's so good. One of these days, I'm going to cut my tongue on that blender blade. It hasn't happened yet, but I have a feeling it might. And I'm just going to add this to a bowl to mix up with my coconut flour. The coconut flour is what's going to help this set up. So I'm just going to add that in. Give it a good mix. And these will set up really quickly in the freezer in about 30 minutes. Or you can put them in the refrigerator and let them sit for a couple of hours. I like to store them as a frozen treat for the week in the freezer. It's summertime and a nice cold ice cream-like treat is always so good. It gets hot here, y'all. It gets so hot. I love it though. I love summer. I'm definitely a summer girl. Definitely a summer girl. What about you? Fall? Fall is okay. Winter, not my favorite because I don't like to be cold. I don't like it. And I'm just going to divide this up into my little muffin liners. I have these tulip muffin liners today, which are super cute. I got them when I did a little bit of a kitchen restock because they were like in the Amazon discount store. If you didn't know, Amazon has like daily discount stuff, and I got these for like 75% off. They were even cheaper than regular muffin tin paper liners, so I got the fancy ones on a deal. I'm just going to spread these out just a little bit because we're not baking anything, so it's not going to rise, so we don't really need them that tall. So I'm just going to evenly distribute this into 6 muffin tins, or you could do like a 4x8 tray, like a small meal prep tray is perfect for this. And you can see this is like a really thick batter consistency. That's exactly what you want. You want it to be nice and thick and kind of look like a cake batter. And that means it's going to set up nice and firm for you in the refrigerator. I've got my fancy microplaner here. Works fantastic. Just watch your knuckles and your fingertips. Make quick work out of zesting anything. And I might not use all of this lemon. Well, yeah, I'm lying. I'm gonna use it all. I love a tart lemon. Just gonna scoot that aside. It smells so amazing when you zest citrus. So amazing. And I probably won't use all of this juice. Whatever I don't use, I'll just throw in my water this afternoon or my afternoon tea. He was a juicy guy. So let's put together this super tasty cream cheese frosting. I'm going to start with my soaked cashews that I drained. I have about 3/4 of a cup dry soaked cashews here, and I have 2½ whole dates. that were soaked. And I'm using medjool dates this time. Normally in a blended up recipe, I would use the decadent dates because they're a little bit less expensive and save the nice fat juicy ones for just snacking on. But this is all I have on hand, so if you're using the smaller ones, I would go with like 4 to 5, depending on how sweet you want your cream cheese frosting. This is going to be like medium sweet, so if you want it sweeter, you could add a few more dates or some maple syrup or whatever you like to sweeten with. And I have my lemon juice. Yum. And I used it all. And I have all of my lemon zest. I like a nice sharp bite to this. If you don't want it as lemony, you can use about half of what I just used. Or if you want it to just be sweet cream cheese, you can leave the lemon out. And I have another ingredient that really makes your vegan cheese taste like cheese, especially the more sour cheeses like cream cheese. And that's some vegan lactic acid, which you can buy online. It's not expensive, and I like to have it on hand for my vegan cheeses and for some of the different quick pickles that I do and fermenting. Great for that. And I have some nutritional yeast, about a tablespoon. This makes a fantastic cream cheese frosting. Oh, and I almost forgot. Anytime you're making something sweet, even, you want just at least a little pinch of salt. And I'm almost out of salt in my little salt well here. So that was about a 1/4 teaspoon. And I'm just going to blend this up nice and smooth. It should have plenty of lemon juice in there to blend up. If you left the lemon juice out, I would use a little nut milk, or a little water. So I have my cute little cheesecakes out of the freezer here. Don't they just look lovely? They're such a pretty color. And I'm just going to top each of them with a nice dollop of this nice thick and creamy cream cheese frosting. And this cream cheese makes a wonderful dip as well for fresh fruit. So good with apple slices. You can put it on crackers, toast, whatever you like. It's so good, nice for a sweet little indulgent treat. You could certainly double this recipe also and just have these in the freezer ready to go. So I'm just going to spread this out a little bit on each one of these, and I'm just going to pop them in the fridge for a little bit longer and let them set up. But first, I want to top them with a little bit of extra lemon zest and some freeze-dried blueberries to add a little bit of crunch to the top. And if you haven't tried some of these freeze-dried fruits, oh my gosh, they are delicious. I just don't know how to describe it. They're just so good. So a few little blueberries on each one. Make them nice and lovely. Add a little bit of a sweet crunch, a little bit of lemon zest that I saved. Oh, that was a lot. That's okay. Good thing I love lemon. And that is lovely. And you know what? I lied. I'm gonna have one right now before I put the rest up to set, because I just can't wait. They just look too tempting. So yummy. This has been such a fun and easy recipe. Look at that. Doesn't it just look so decadent? This could set up a little bit longer, but like I said, I can't wait to try it. That's kind of a big bite. So good. So good. I really hope you'll try this one. It's so easy to do. Get the kids involved. Get them in there making a healthy treat. If you have them running around, it's summertime. Always looking for something to do with kids and grandkids, right? This recipe does not disappoint. I really hope you'll try it. Let me know what you think. And as always, I truly, truly appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all of the nice comments that I get. You guys are wonderful. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I like to share recipes like these and other healthy vegan recipes that keep us going, keep us satisfied and nourished, and living a healthy lifestyle. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.